What we wanted with this movie was filling the gap between what is performing and what is reality. For that, we wrote different scripts. We gave different information to different actors. They knew their lines, but they never knew others' lines.
Sincerely, I like more like this, and not with having all the script, memory, everything, because it's more natural, and you can kept all the expression, and it's like more you, more them. It's more alive, everything, and I would like in future to see more movie about this.
The idea of the project was a little bit confusing and abstract at first, because I didn't know what to expect. But it was a good idea actually, to tell the actors nothing and see the raw reaction after what is happening. So it was interesting to see their reaction in that way, so spontaneous.
The point is they are amateur, not professional actors, so if you told them that will be a pushing somebody and death, they could be react very fake, a fake reaction, and if you don't say anything about it, they are very surprised about it. So the reactions are reactions were very, no, maybe not very, but kind of real.
So how are you?
Well, fine, yes.
Yeah,
Sitting, nothing more, nothing less.
this is where you live.
Yes, this is.
Tiny little place, completely different than we were
Yes, I know,
dreaming about.
but they say that in this moment for me it's very good. I don't know. It's okay, like this.
Do you need money? Like, because we can borrow you if you
In real life, we never know what will going to happen in the future. So that's why they never knew the script. They never knew what will happen in that
I
party.
expected that people will be shocked about it, and the bad thing could be that they didn't know how to react.
Kill. I will kill.
Calm down. Don't worry.
I will kill. I will kill. I will kill.
Oh my god, are you fucking crazy?
Oh my god! What the? I think it was the most spontaneous thing I have ever done on camera. Honestly. And of course it had to end with death, which is why it was even more amazing. But what I like the most is that it felt real. And most people think that in theater everything should be superficial. In cinematography, art should be superficial. But this felt so natural, and this felt like happening.
We're just, empty. This party is empty. Everything going on is empty.
I felt real. I felt alive. I felt as if there was nothing controlling me and nothing that I could have controlled. We kept asking at one point what was going to come next. And Katerina was always like, I don't know, but of course she knew from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Hi. Hello, man. How are you? Where have you been for a long time?
In Afghanistan.
It's really nice.
Are you
that
serious?
Yeah.
How it was?
Who?
It was
Dominic?
dangerous.
Wait,
and
what?
terrible.
He's so handsome.
But-
I was the main character, so I need to write all the scene, all the PS. So in case I did make a mistake or something like that, everything was because of me.
The way we can play with the actors to have the reactions that we want. I was a little bit inspired in the Blair Witch Project. So I wanted to do something similar, not just with terror, but with other genres too. And especially because we didn't have any budget or time to do it. We just had that 4 hours that we used to make the outdoors and the indoors in one day. and it was really fun because we did this project especially because everyone was really dedicated to it, and without the crew and without the actors and the passion and the commitment that we all had, we could never make this movie. But the good thing about cinematography is that we can make art out of nowhere, out of nothing. We can make art out of nothing.
I think she was right. We forgot about the camera. I think at one point we forgot about our characters, and there was no difference between them and we.
I did not know he died.
No, because no one told me. I didn't know that he's dead.
Well, maybe you shouldn't live in this shithole, and then you know everything.
Yeah, like in the middle of
This is not.
But it was about me. I just wanted to be all alone. To have my
Oh,
own
it's
space.
about you. It's about you. It's about you. So why you invited all of us? If it's about you.
Yeah, why are we even here?
I really don't know. Like you. What was the last time when you texted me? 5 years ago? I can remember it. 5 years ago.
Yes, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Now your friend is dead. The best friend,
There was
right?
no difference between our life and what was happening inside. And I'm very grateful I got to be part of it. I'm very grateful that I got to meet all these people on camera and outside the camera. But the most I'm grateful for is that when they told us cut, there was no difference between reality and the dimension of movie.
To have that uncomfort feeling in this party was especially because we told them, you cannot say Gina's name. You cannot tell her name in the party. So that becomes uncomfortable. So how I should talk with you, how I should approach you if I cannot tell your name directly, I cannot call you Gina. So, and that was on purpose because these people goes to this party to meet the friends that they don't meet for years, like 5 years.
100 years.
200, I think.
Yeah, like when was the last time? When was it?
I don't know, 6 years ago.
But Gina was the only one who put these people together in the party. Because she's the only one that remembers the old times. Also because Gina wanted that feeling of being left alone. We wanted capturing the feeling that everybody has their own jobs now, and we are not paying too much attention to our friends. So most of the people are just left alone, and in Gina in particular, she decided to go to that house in the middle of nowhere in Sweden, surrounded by snow, by emptiness. And when she finally decides to have friends in her birthday party, everything goes wrong.
For me, all of you are so important for me. Really.
You don't even know us anymore. It's been like so many years.
Yes, but also we have so much memory together.
Memories
Yes.
of what? Of this?
Everything.
It took me 5 hours to find this place. Ina had to bring me here.
Yes, but we can build something together.
Yes, because you couldn't find a normal place for everybody.
Can
You
we
had to
stop
find-
yelling at each other and just look at the situation as adults?
Yes,
Please
yes,
stop
please,
yelling.
please.
She was so ambitious in one time of her life that she even forgot her one friend that was not in the party because he died 6 months ago, and she was not there for him, and especially because she was in the middle of nowhere, she not even knew that he died, and no one told her. So when they told her on the first time in that party, the things got mad.
Understand what? Okay.
They knew about this background that this guy died, but when they realized that Gina didn't know, they automatically get together of having a tension in this party to release a little bit the tension, because we needed the approachment of Gianmarco and Gina. So to relieve the tension, I put 2 people in this party that didn't know anything about anything. They didn't know why they were fighting. The only thing they knew was you are going to a party and you have a lot of fun.
Yes, it happens sometimes. Really? Yeah, sorry about this, but I will change. Yes. But thank you for doing that. Thank you.
I think I'm going home. Can we go home?
Hello.
Yeah, let's go. I don't want to be here.
Are you going? Let us go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but where are you going?
Thank you.
Why? Because
Yeah, we should all go, I think, and leave her alone. They were great. They made everything feel so comfortable. The environment was so comfortable. When Katerina told us that we could do anything in that room, I personally was shocked, and my colleagues too. They were like, everything? Like everything? Like we are not going to ruin a plot? We are not going to ruin the movie? I liked seeing them in this environment. I liked spending time with them. It was different.
I think the most interesting part is going to be watching the movie because we don't know the part before, and I think that people who left the party earlier, they're gonna be so surprised, and everybody watching the movie gonna be so surprised. So yeah, thank you for the experience.
I think another interesting thing of this movie is that everybody is able to speak in their mother tongue. We wanted a multi-language, a multicultural movie where they can be themselves, so they could speak in their mother tongue. Especially because the world we're living right now is very multicultural. I don't have just Portuguese friends or English friends. I have friends that speak actually different language in the same environment.
Od tego czasu bardzo się zmienił, powiem Ci. No, pewnie tam zobaczył jakieś rzeczy, o czym my nie wiemy.
We go to have a coffee and we speak at least 3 languages in the same table. And that is really fun and it's really interesting to watch. So, and they did it pretty well, and it gives them the opportunity to be themselves and forget about the camera.
This was a little bit hard. It was actually easier because we had some Romanian actors in the crew, so I could coach them in Romanian, so it was easier. But it is a very hard process to coach actors in order to catch that feeling.
Challenging, very, very challenging, everything. But I had lucky because all my team, all of them were very nice to me. They explained to me. We are like a very nice crew, very nice team.
It's the best project of my life, yet, and I think it will be ever.
Everybody was very dedicated and passionate for this project, and
I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to work with all of them.
And it was so cold outside, and he was okay, please give me your clothes and start filming. And I was like, start filming, and after this he came with my jacket, and after that to the second place he just, Gina, take off your clothes.
The one with Tomek, when it started snowing, and Katarina was like, but there's too much snow. And she was like, I'm so sorry. I should talk to God about this.
When Gina was without jacket, without anything, no, with something, but with something like t-shirt, not warm as well, actually, and she was standing very cold, standing, and I do very slow focus because I had jacket, so no problem, and she was freezing.
We started enjoying ourselves so very quickly due to these people, due to Katerina, due to Tomek, George, who kept asking us to come in, and we didn't feel the cold, we didn't feel winter. I think it was spring in our hearts and in our minds.
Okay, so it was pretty amazing because it was brand new, new experience, and I was so excited about everything.
Oh, and I really like the scene when Dominica's what he did? Push. What's your name? What's your name? The deaf guy. John Marco. Yeah. when Dominica pushed John Marco to I don't know what is it, but for example this, and my movement of camera was very professional. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So there's the point. Yes.
Oh, Lee, yes, God, that guy put so much effort. He was so confused. He didn't know whether to follow Gina or not. So at one point we were like, just follow everyone.
Actually, it was a big surprise for us too, as a crew. I had the pleasure to work with George, my director assistant. He was perfect. He thought that everything was too ambitious. We just had 4 hours to do everything, but even afraid, he was always there for me, to help me. He was always there for the project. Tomek, our producer, he did an amazing job because he was always there for us too, and he was always ready to bring anything that we needed. He was also an actor, so because I needed someone inside that knew what we wanted to just manage the things. And Lee was the most amazing cameraman that I had. He did everything perfect. He did the sequence without repeat any shot because everything needed to be just one single shot, and he did it everything.
Please give us some space. Give your
Go out! Everybody out!
She forgot that we were filming, and she get mad. She just started yelling at them and say, "Shut up! You need to go."
It was something that I never did. Not in this situation.
I just got it so serious at one point that I wanted to call 911 or whatever the number is here in Sweden. But then I was like, wait, this is wrong, this is not happening, right? So when she threw us all out, I was like, what are you gonna do with the dead man inside?
What are you gonna do with the dead man inside?
Like, this is stupid, let us help you.
Okay. Call someone! Guys, what the fuck is wrong with you? Call 911 fast!
I think you can make love on the screen. I think you can hold hands on the screen. I think it feels natural, but the moment violence comes in, you start thinking, is this real or not? And it felt real to us. Dominique was great because he was so serious. He just pushed her against the wall, and I kind of heard her head and the hit, and I didn't know what to do because one part of me wanted to stop everything, one part of me wanted to continue and just separate them, whether this was going to be in the movie or not. But it was, and I think we all just got along with it so well. Dominique was great.
Okay, be calm, okay?
Yeah.
And help me.
Yeah.
Help me get him to bed.
Okay.
To bed! His fucking... His head is smashed! You want to get him to bed!
Yeah, and when Gianmarco hit his head, but then I saw that was not really blood. I was like, Katerina played with us so badly. She played us.
Cinematography is not just the performing a script, having an idea, writing the script, making the production, and then perform. We are always creating the story in every state of the movie. When we wrote the script, we create the story. But when we are shooting, we are making another story that can be anything related to the script. So the script is just a guide, but then when we are shooting, the things happen.
Hello!
And then when we are making the video editing, that's another different story too.
And I'm thankful that I had learned so many things by just being myself in a scheduled and not scheduled script at the same time. At one point, I didn't even know what kind of character they were, so I started being interested in knowing them. It was like knowing them for the second time. It was like this movie gave me the chance to meet these people again. And it was amazing. honestly.
I learned so much about film and about how to shoot and how to direct, how to interact with actors. So it was very interesting for me, like a first experience with film and the process of making a film.
Yes, I learned that. I told you too about it. The scenario is very important. The script is important. The organization is very important because time is money. So if you waste time, you waste your money, and you waste your light. This is very important. And yeah, work together with people.
It was the best crew ever I have had.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Quindi è stata una prima esperienza, first experience for me, and I hope that this film riesce bene, ok? Quindi saluti a tutti, spero a chi ci sta vedendo, who watch me and this film, that this film è piaciuto, like it.
I think reality is so diverse that these movies could actually make us feel more than just people walking around and being watched by a camera. So I think I think Katerina should never stop giving up on her brilliant ideas, because this was amazing, and it made me realize that the plot doesn't have to be dramatic, the plot doesn't have to be complex. It's about people. It has always been about actors, it has always been about reactions, it has always been about us, about this world. And if we don't make movies that will startle our hearts and make us think and make us realize that we live in this world, and that theater and cinematography are just a small part of who we are, of what we can do. So I think that these ideas should not just go into the trash. I think these ideas should develop, because if these ideas cannot be presented forward, then what are the ideas that will really matter if not these? There are so many awful movies, so many uninspiring movies. You just watch it to relax, having a cup of coffee. This is not that kind of movie. This is the kind of movie that makes you think, God damn it, I once went to that party, and maybe it did not end up with death, but maybe it ended up with death here and here. And there are so many times that I stopped thinking about others, and I never asked anybody at the party, how are you? I never talked to them. I never wanted to know how things happened. And this is exactly why I'm so glad that we didn't know each other's background, because then it made us curious, it made us act, it made us be there.
Time they get more relaxed about their own characters, about what was going on. I told them, you can do whatever you want in this room.
As a producer, it was really funny bringing all of the stuffs to the other people, caring about everything, not like everything, about what I have to carry about. You know what I mean?
What we had was just that house in Sweden. We had each other. So we used what we had. We had each other. We had cameras and the shoulder mounts. So we had material and we had people. That's all we need for making a movie. People, material and passion.
When people hear this idea, they're not so impressed. They're like, okay, a party, indoors. Okay, this is so clichéic. But this is exactly what cinematography is not about. It's not about the place. It's not about the weather. It's not about anything but sounds and image. And I think Katerina and everyone else did an amazing job just with these two, visualizing and hearing. Because I think that without these, our world will never be the same. So we might as well hear more, see more, and see wider.